Welcome to Module 1, Course Introduction and Navigation. Announcement is the first area that students should see when they enter your class. Be sure to keep all announcements and information up to date. By default, Blackboard opens to homepage, so you will have to set the opening page to announcement. In my announcement section, students are greeted by a welcome letter. It is also a good idea to post a photo of yourself so the student will know what the instructor looks like. One of the most important areas in your course is the Start Here area. This is an area that includes all information that informs students on how to navigate this course and lets them know what will be expected of them to successfully complete this class. Let's have a look. Once we get to the Start Here area, the course objectives for the course are clearly listed on top. In this case, this is an ENC 91 writing course, and therefore the course objectives are for that course. Followed by Blackboard orientation and the link to the Learning Commons LibGuide, which includes videos on how to navigate Blackboard for students. I also provide them with the Blackboard orientation PDF file so they can download it and keep it with their notes. The next item in the Getting Started file is the expectations for this class. This is an online class, so I clearly state what I expect the students to do. Sending email, downloading a file. I touch on various file formats and what they mean. I also provide a screenshot so they can see where they can change the location of a file they want to save, the saving location, the document type, the document name, and where they can change the document type if that should become necessary. I have found that sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. The next area is a direct link to a discussion board, which I name Questions About This Course. They can click on there and any question they have can be posted in that forum, and I check that forum frequently to answer their questions. I also have a folder with the discussion board grading rubrics, which clearly states what I expect with discussion board and how discussion boards will be graded. One thing you might notice is that everything that can be clicked on, every link is blue. I do this so students who are used to the internet have some feeling of familiarity with the course, and they know when there's a blue link they need to click on it to access the material. Another folder I provide is the plugins folder. Once they click on it, it will open up a soft chalk presentation which gives them links to all the readers and browser plugins they might be needing for the course. This is very good to have for students who are not technically savvy. Further on down the line is a video on how to attach a document in Blackboard. Steve Kleber created this video and makes it available to faculty to use. On the navigation bar, you will see an area that says Syllabus. This is where I provide the syllabus for my students. You might notice that I have the syllabus available as a Microsoft Word document, but I also have it available as a PDF document for those students who might not have Microsoft Word, and it is also available right here to be read by the student immediately. Sometimes students struggle with downloading a file in the beginning, and this helps them to know exactly what the syllabus is and what it means. Our next button is the tentative course schedule. In this case, it is also available as a PDF for download, but it is also pictured right here. On the left side, the week and due date and the learning objective are listed, and on the right side, the assignments are listed. This provides the student with a way to see what learning objective is connected to what assignment. The assignments themselves can be found in the coursework area. Once the student enters the coursework area, the student will see that the assignments are placed in a folder. In this case, these are weekly folders. Some instructors organize them by chapter, others organize them by learning modules or learning units. As you can see, the due date on each of the folders is prominently listed on the outside of the folder. The link to the folder itself is blue, indicating that the student has to click on the link to access the material. Let's go into the week 1 folder. The first thing any of my students see are instructor notes for each week. I keep this consistent from folder to folder so the students knows what to expect. Students like patterns, as any human being does, and therefore they get used to these patterns. As you will see in my week 1 folder, I have a little picture that says stop, important before you continue. Did you review the material in the Getting Started area, which is the Start Here area? If not, please review that material before you continue in this course. This is very important because often the student skips that area and goes straight to coursework, and they miss out on important information about this course. I have found that small clipboard available through Microsoft Word helps break up the course and gives them a visual as well as the text of what is important. My first one always says, please read the notes. I also use highlighters in order to draw attention to very important things in those notes. You will see that there are the notes. Again, there's the questions about this course linked to the discussion board. Their first reading assignment. I also have an email assignment to make sure that they can use email and that their email account is not full. There's a link to outside software that they will need to use for this course. And I have a link to the first assignment on discussion board, which is introductions. I found it very helpful when students introduce themselves in the first week, and I also post an introduction about myself there. Because there is a discussion board assignment, I again have the discussion board participation rubric right in this folder so the student knows what is expected and what they need to do to earn maximum points. Next, you will see my discussion board area. By clicking on discussion board on the navigation bar, the student will see 3 different forums at this point. The first one is always the questions about this course forum. The second one is a class cafe. Some instructors call it the water cooler, the class hangout, whatever. This is for non-course related chats for your students to get to know each other and talk with each other about anything. The third forum you see is the week 1 discussion board introductions. I clearly spell out what the assignment is and what I expect. On my navigation bar to the left, you will also see that there is a link for instructor contact information. Once the student clicks on that link, they see my email address, my work phone, my office location, my office hours, any personal links. In this case, I have a Mandy Davis Student Association page on Facebook for my students, and any notes that I might leave, and another picture of myself. The picture is important because your student, even so it is an online course, might be taking in-seat classes and see you in the hallway. Once the student knows what you look like, he or she can approach you and ask you questions if needed. As you see, I also have a navigation link that says Email Mandy Davis. Personally, I set it up so that my student only sees the all instructor users. You can do so in the Tools section of Blackboard, and you can determine which of these links your students will see. Of course, as an instructor, you will see all these links. However, I have found it helpful with developmental students to only let them see my link so they do not get confused as how to choose somebody they want to contact.